Hello, everyone, and welcome back into the TnT podcast. I'm your host, Ted.
And I'm Tim.
And today, we're going to be going over our favorite artists, music artists.
Mine's Pablo Picasso.
Music artists, they're not artists. But anyway, we've composed a list. Since Tim doesn't really listen to music all too well.
That don't make English sense.
It doesn't matter. But anyway.
Wow, all right.
I'm kidding. But anyway.
He listens to a lot more music than I do. So I have a top 5 list. He has a top 10 and honorable mentions. I don't listen to music nearly as much.
He's got like single songs from like bands and artists.
Yeah, I have a lot of songs compiled together, but they're like all by different artists.
Yeah.
Other than a couple select few. There's multiple, but... You start. You have a longer list.
All right. So for my top 10, to start off, my top 10, number 10 favorite artist is Blink-182. Blink, I always liked Blink. Even as a kid, I used to listen to like All the Small Things, I Miss You, What's My Age Again, First Date. Like all those songs are just so good. Like I can't. Like, why are you blinking like that?
I'm trying to blink 182 times.
Oh,
wait.
Oh, that's what you were. Oh, okay.
Trying to see how long it would take you to notice.
Oh, okay. But yeah, those songs are just great. I just like the band. They just sound so good. And I wish I can see them live.
Do it.
I want to.
Right now.
One day. Not now.
Right now.
Let's just say screw Rona and let's just go.
Do it.
What's your number 5 look like?
Well, do your 10 to 5 and then I'll start. So
okay.
We'll be even.
All right. So at number 9, some people may know this. Number 9 is Ski Mask the Slump God. So
never heard of.
He's a rapper. I was actually supposed to go see him not last month, a couple weeks ago, but Rona had made it other plans to cancel that. And for those that do not know Ski is a rapper. He's one
like me. I've never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a rapper. He's got a very unique style to his songs, and I just love his voice. Like his voice is just really really good. I just love his range. He has such a range when he raps, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, for anybody that knows me, they know I absolutely hate rap.
Yeah, he's
except for what, like 3 songs maybe.
Yeah, one of those songs is by Eminem, The Real Slim Shady.
Well, that's just a classic.
Yeah. Number 8, this is another rock song. It is another rock group. It's called, they're called Godsmack.
Never heard of them.
Godsmack's a great rock band, and they're just, the songs are just great. I love their riffs in their songs. That's another band I wish I could see. They're great live from what I hear, and I listen to them all the time when I work out. They just have such great motivational music, and like I said, I really wish I saw them live. Really wish I see them live. Number 7 is The Offspring. For those that do not know The Offspring, it's a punk rock band. For those that may know the song, You're Gonna Go Far, Kid. That's a great song. A lot of people love that song. Great song. Why Don't You Get a Job? Great song there too.
I have a job.
Stop. What else? Self-Esteem.
I don't have that.
Oh my god. Oh my god, man. Come on, man. A couple other songs. I love Hammerhead. Very good song. They just have a unique style to them. I really like. They're an older band. They started up like late 80s, early 90s, but they're still pretty popular today. So they have a really cool style of their music, and really, like I said, another band I really wish I want to see them live.
You really wish that you want to see them live?
Really wish I could.
So you wish that you wanted to?
I can see them live.
No. We're gonna analyze this.
Okay. Oh. Yeah.
You wish that you wanted to? So deep down,
I can't English.
Deep down, you don't want to, but you wish that you wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he says that, especially, shut the hell up, Tim. Yeah, sure, whatever.
And number 6 is another rapper, and one of my favorite rappers is Kodak Black.
Like the camera?
Yeah, I love Kodak.
I actually know who that person is.
Yes. I really
anything more than the name.
I love Kodak. I love his music. I love his voice. His voice is very unique, and I can't wait till he gets out of prison next year. I think there might be
He's in prison?
Yeah.
What did he do?
Gun charges.
Idiot.
But
not you, him.
Yeah, no. But yeah, he'll be. I think he'll be on house arrest next year, as early as next year. So could be possibly new music. But there was actually, speaking of new music, he actually just released a new song, and it's called "Vultures Cry Too."
What, from jail?
No, it must have been something that like he did like before he went to prison. Because sometimes what they do is they record like a lot of music and they release it at the later dates. So they released that the other day, which is very good. I recommend y'all listening to it.
I definitely won't.
You probably won't, but
I don't like rap.
Yeah, but hey, you want to kickstart your top 5?
Yeah, if I finally get to talk, other than making fun of your English.
Yeah, my English is rough. I know.
Wow. Okay, I'm not much better. I said for number me.
Yeah, exactly.
For number me, I have Abba, Swedish pop sensation Abba. I'm a pop fan, and just I don't know, their music's good.
He has a very unique playlist for.
That's for sure. So I got a couple songs by him, and they're all hits. They all go over well. They're all popping.
Yeah, popping out. Yeah, and I know you really wish you wanted to see Abba. I know that you probably definitely would want to.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
good music.
Sweet. All right. So for my number 5, there's another. For those, as I'm listening along, yeah, I listen to a lot of rock music. I grew up listening to rock, so it's one of those ordeals.
Yeah, it's borderline screamo though.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. So for number 5,
like death metal though.
Okay, no. That's
some of it is.
Not really. Some.
Ted, your playlist goes on and goes.
No, that's just the drums. That's just the drums.
That's just the drums.
That's just the drums. The drums are heavy. What can you expect? But
what can you expect?
Anyway, for number 5 is Avenged Sevenfold. This is a band that's relatively young. They're all in their mid-30s now, and they have been doing music since they were in high school. And I really loved them growing up. I really liked their music a lot.
Do you wish that you would want to see them live?
Oh, of course. I was very close to buying tickets for them, but I held off. But I loved most of their stuff after their first 2 albums. After 2005 when they came out with their album, I don't know if it was City of Evil. I can't think of the name on top of my head, but after that album and afterwards, I fell in love with them. Look, the riffs and the songs are just fantastic. M. Shadows' voice is just phenomenal, and just such a good band. Rest in peace, the drummer though. The drummer was amazing. The man literally had like his feet and hands were like moving so fast. It was like nearly impossible to like try to mirror that if you were like a drummer. Like it's so hard to like replicate something like that. Unfortunately for him, he died of a drug overdose a decade ago. And the weird part is when they were 15 years old, because they were all best buds. We went to high school together and stuff like that. And his friend, the guitarist, that was like really close friends with him before, and he goes to him. He's like, "Yeah, man, I don't think I'm making it past 30." And next thing you know, he died when he was 29. Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah. So it was one of those sad things, and they always honor him any chance they get. They honor him for his birthday. Any chance they do, they put it up for him. But anyway, your number 4?
My number 4 is actually someone I, not as much recently, but used to listen to a lot. She's not as well known, Juliet Riley. So she used to date a YouTuber called McJuggernuggets, which I've talked to you.
Yeah.
He did all like the psycho videos where his dad broke all the Xboxes.
Yeah,
and
love those videos.
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, but I was a big fan of him, of that YouTuber, and then his girlfriend at the time started releasing music, and I started listening to it, and actually, it was some really good stuff, really deep songs, emotional. But they're really good. Really good. I don't listen to her as much anymore, but I don't know. She helped me through a lot of stuff, so yeah. I had to put her on there.
Of course. So, for my number 4, many people would know this band. one of their big songs was Riot and The Animal I Become. The band is called 3 Days Grace. 3 Days Grace, oh my god, I can't even, I can rave about them all day long. They're just amazing. I fell in love with them when I first heard them when I was actually 4 years old. I was playing, as growing up, I still used to and still play all the NASCAR games. And that's where I learned.
Another left turn. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, it's okay. But that's where I fell in love with 3 Days Grace because they had a song on there. It was called Just Like You. And
like me?
Yeah. Oh. And I fell in love with the song. And as I grew older, I kept listening to their stuff. I love 1X. That album is fantastic. Every song on there is so good. Definitely Riot is probably the best one. I love that song. Very big song. You probably have heard it along the lines of
what song?
Riot.
If you played it off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
such a great song. I really love Chalk Outline. I really love their 2009 album. I think it's called Break. Well, I don't know if it's called Break, but let me get that real quick because I might be wrong there. It was called Life Starts Now. That's what it was. Life Starts Now. That album is great. I love Break, World So Cold, The Good Life. Just so many good songs they put out. Unfortunately, after 2013, their lead singer left, Adam Gontier. His voice is so good. Another great vocalist. The next one that came in was Matt. Matt's pretty good. They have a couple good songs with them. The Mountain is a good song. Outsiders is a good song. They put out 2 albums with him. So far, I think they've been pretty good. Either way, without the lead singer, which they had for 10 years, but still a very good band. You're number 3.
Billy Joel.
You saw him live, didn't you?
Hmm?
Did you see him live?
No.
Billy Joel? No, I thought you did.
No, I saw. Wow. My number 2. Saw them live. Why can't I?
We got Billy Joel.
Why can't I? Oh my god.
I thought you did. I thought you did see him.
I wish.
I think. I think you talked about seeing him. I think that's what it was.
Probably. I wish I could. The man's a legend. All that needs to be said.
Yeah.
We Didn't Start the Fire, Uptown Girl, Piano Man, all classics. Love it. Love him.
Yeah, he's a very good artist, I must say. Like he's those songs that you always played in the car were always very catchy. So.
Oh yeah, and he's still sounds good to this day. Like he's a lot older now, and he still sounds great.
I've heard he's still very good live, even as old as he is. I think he's almost 70 now, something.
Probably.
But
I'll look it up.
Okay. But yeah, no, I've heard from teacher because one of my history teachers loves him. He's been to so many concerts.
71.
71. Okay. He's been to so many concerts, and he always raves about how good he still is live. But anyway, for my number 3, this one's everybody knows this guy. Is considered one of the greatest rappers ever. Eminem.
The Candy.
Stop. Eminem is just amazing. Like just all the songs he does, man. Like Lose Yourself, Till I Collapse.
To the music.
Oh my god. Not Afraid. Cinderella Man. Like
even these I actually know.
Like yeah, like even you like because it was so big. Rap God. Like just all these songs. Love the Way You Lie. What else? Looking at the other songs. Spacebound. Love that song. Spacebound is such a great song. So Bad, You're Never Over. That's all from Recovery, but not even talking about all the other ones. His old stuff I really like too, where he just was rapping about anything that came to his mind. Just loved Eminem from the beginning. Just such a great artist. There's no explaining that. I want to see him live, but Roner with the
Roners happening
with Rona, it's slowing that down. So really wish I could see him live. But what's your number 3 looking like, or number 2?
My number 3 is Billy Joel.
Number 2?
Boy Pablo. Another, he's not.
He's
Norwegian, right?
Yeah, he's Norwegian.
Yeah, I was just
He's
saying,
like a Norwegian, Chilean. He's like yeah, it's like a mixed Norwegian Chilean.
mostly Norwegian. I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's not as big. Obviously, Billy Joel, but the very, very catchy music.
His music's really good, though. I gotta say,
yeah.
His music is really good.
So I did see him live in New York City. That was awesome. Only the second concert I've ever been to, and most recent, and that was 2 years ago. Well, he fantastic artist. He actually just released his new song.
He put out another one too.
Another one?
Yeah, he did. It's called "I Just Want to Go Home." I'll play that in the car.
Yep, I want to listen to that now.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Wow, I'm a good fan.
No. I was listening to Release Radar on my Spotify, and that came out. So it's really, yeah. I didn't even see him post about it. I guess it was one of those.
No,
ones
yeah. He just dropped it.
Yeah, but he's got some great songs. Every Time is a fantastic song.
Dance Baby.
Feeling Lonely.
Lonely Feeling.
Lonely Feeling.
Our English is
on par
is the
today.
bestest.
Yeah.
I'm gooder at English than you.
Yeah, you best be good at English than me.
That one kind of hurt to hear.
That one's a hard one to process. All right. So my number two
is my number one.
Yeah, it's your number one. Is Linkin Park.
Love them so much.
As I've told him many, many times, Hybrid Theory is the greatest album of all time. I don't care what anybody says. And the reason why is because every song was a hit. I mean, seriously. In the end, Crawling, Point of Authority, One Step Closer, Paper Cut.
I love Paper Cut. That's one of my favorites from that album.
Do I say more about that album? Meteora, fantastic album. Another fantastic piece. Minutes to Midnight is good as well. I love
Meteora was better though.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Hybrid Theory is 1 and Meteora's 2, and then Minutes to Midnight's 3. After 2007, they kind of got softer, so it wasn't really part of.
Yeah, they changed sound a couple times.
It wasn't.
They were softer, then they went kind of pop.
Yeah, I love their old stuff though. Their old stuff was just so good. Like
Chester Bennington
is
may he rest in peace.
God bless
that man is a legend.
Yeah, his voice is just so good, and Mike Shinoda's
so recognizable.
Too.
Yeah, Mike Shinoda's
too.
Yeah,
I really love the song by him. It's called System. It's a heavier song, which I don't think you may not like, but it's a very good song. It's very dark, but it's just so good because his voice is just so powerful. And you and I really wish we saw them live when Chester was alive.
Yep.
Just
I would
because,
give anything.
Oh man, especially if it was during like 2001, I would love it during that time
when we were 2 years old.
I know, but even then, like you're in the crowd and like everybody's going crazy. You know, everybody's got the wacky, spiky hair and all that stuff, and just seeing them live, like just so cool. Like, God bless Chester Bennington, though. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And then that leads to obviously your number one,
which is Linkin Park. That's easily, for me, that was really probably the first band I ever listened to, or first music that I remember listening to, period. That's what my brother was into at the time. And I don't know, ever since then I've just always listened to to them.
Yeah, they're just so good. Like, it's just funny because like
more songs that have helped me through a lot.
Yeah, because Chester went through so much.
Oh yeah. I
mean, he was molested as a child. I mean, he went through his childhood was very rough. He had a lot of issues, you know, with stuff like that. I don't know. I can't remember if also with drugs, but I can't remember if it was or not. Maybe. I'm not gonna look that up. But the man was just so good. I mean, he sacrificed everything for his music career, and it paid off. You know, Linkin Park is just one of those bands that, like, for people that don't listen to rock, they just know. They just know it's them. They know it's Chester. They know it's Mike. They know it's the rest of the guys.
I remember hearing them on the radio all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Shadow of the Day all the time.
Yeah.
That song was on constantly.
Yeah. I really love the one song that you and I love from Minutes to Midnight. Why am I drawing a blank to it?
Waiting for the End?
No. It's from, no, not Shadow. It's dun, 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 dun. It's not helping you, but it's here. I'll look it up. But
So you gonna start
yeah, no.
singing on the podcast here?
I
mean, I'm down. I'll just sit back, listen.
Stop. No, it was no more sorrow. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't. It was. I don't know. It was blanking on me, but
Well, because when you went da 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 da,
nah.
I'm like, what are you singing? The national anthem?
No, nah. But yeah, no. That song is just so good. No more sorrow. Really love that. That's probably my favorite song off that album. Definitely.
I can agree with that.
Oh, so good. Meteora. If I had to pick a song off Meteora, a lot of people pick Numb, but
Breaking the Habit, I think.
I love Nobody's Listening. I love that song because I love the way Mike raps in it, and then Chester comes in with the vocals. Love Nobody's Listening. That song, I love that song because it hit home for me because like it just I like it related to it. Because like sometimes like where you try to like tell people sometimes your problems and sometimes they just don't listen and they just put the hand.
They say talk to the hand.
Yep. Exactly. So it's just like one of those things. It's just like, okay, that's really pretty relatable. So, and then Meteor, and then Hybrid Theory. Oh man, every song is so good on Hybrid Theory.
Paper Cut for me.
I would have to say Points of Authority. I love Points of Authority. That song is just so good. That or Forgotten. That song is good too. There's just every single song on the album is great. So it's hard to even pick one. But so before I reach my number one, I was gonna bring up my honorable mentions. One of my honorable mentions is Travis Scott. Everybody knows Travis Scott, like Stargazing, Sicko Mode, Butterfly.
See,
Effect,
I can never
A-Team.
I can never hear that song and not be pissed off.
I know because of the SpongeBob when they did the SpongeBob thing.
When they didn't play it at the Super Bowl.
Oh, I wish they played Sweet Victory. Like that.
If they played Sweet Victory,
that would have been like the iconic moment of the decade, maybe even of the century. Because like how it related.
I wouldn't call it century, but decade maybe.
I know, but like it would be iconic because everybody knows SpongeBob. So it'd be so awesome.
Especially our generation.
Yeah. Like how cool would it have been just to listen to Sweet Victory and it actually be played at an actual Super Bowl halftime show? Like,
imagine they had like the SpongeBob actors there.
Dude, that would have been
missed
awesome.
Opportunity. NFL messed up.
NFL messed up. I wish they did that. You know how much like brand, like how much of their brand would have branched out just because of that. Oh, I wish they did that. I really wish they did.
Nope.
Another band I listed is
Corporate Suits probably said no.
Yeah, probably. Another band that another honorable mention is a band called Sum 41. Sum 41, great band. Love their music. Absolutely love their music. They have so many great songs. I can't even. So many. Fat Lip, Hillsong, Still Waiting, which is a great song. In Too Deep, No Reason. Still Wait. I think I said Still Waiting. Walking Disaster, just so good, man. Like their songs are just great. Another one I was gonna list as well is Papa Roach. Papa Roach.
Yeah, my brother listens to that.
Last Resort. Everybody knows Last Resort. I love their 2004 album, Getting Away with Murder. Really love the album because there's so many good songs on there. From that song to Not Listening, just Stop Looking, Start Seeing. I really like their song called Burn. That one's a very good song. The riffs in that are fantastic. Last one from my honorable mentions is a band called Skillet. That band, the most famous song for them is called Monster, which is a very popular song. Their music is really, really good. It actually there's two girls in the band. There's two guys. The girl, I think that one of the girls plays drums, and then the other one is a keyboardist / backup singer. But the girl's voice is very good. Like it just mashes up so well with the sound. Hero's a great song. Awaken Alive, great song. What else we got? There's The Resistance. Resistance is a great song. Comatose, Sick of It. Feel Invincible. That's a great song. If you ever need gym motivation, Feel Invincible is a great song to listen to. Like it It's a
Will
great.
help me feel invincible.
Yeah,
Good.
it's a really good jam. And for my number one, um, it's a rock band, of course, and for those of you that have known me for years, you know this is always going to be my number one, and that is Oh Wah Ah Ah Ah, Disturbed. Um, Disturbed. As everyone knows that sound of Oh Wah Ah 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 from Down with the Sickness. Everybody knows.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows that.
Even I know that.
You know that because of Angry White Boy Polka.
Okay, that's very true.
Yeah. But Disturbed was really the first band I really loved because I don't know what hooked me onto it, but it's just something with the band just hooked me on. I loved every song. I have every single song by them in my playlist because every single song by them is good, and I can't would never stop listening to them. They're just another one of those bands I listen to at the gym because they have just such good motivation music. So it's just put it on and you're off. So
Off where?
Off just working out and
To the moon.
Feeling like a badass.
To the moon.
Yeah, feeling like a badass all the way up to the moon.
To Space Mountain.
Yep, the Space Mountain. I've seen Disturbed live. See now my English is still.
You've lived through their concert live?
I saw them live. Oh my god. It was, I can't even describe it to you. It was freaking crazy. It was awesome. I was very close to the mosh pit. So everybody was just on top of each other. It was just great. It was just awesome. Every person was just going crazy, and I almost got one of the drumsticks from the drummer, and the guitarist kept I pointed at him, he pointed at me. It was just really cool experience. I was very close to the stage.
They
and
pointed at you.
Yeah.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Everybody was really friendly, so it was just it was a cool atmosphere to be around. So I would love to see them again. I know they were touring this summer because their 20th anniversary of Oh Wah Ah 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 album, the Sickness album, and they debuted number one at least 5 or 6 times in a row on the Billboard Top 100 for their albums because just how good they are. They're one of the most successful hard rock bands of all time because of that. There's also some other songs that they have done that people will recognize as well. For example, The Sound of Silence.
Yep.
That song is their remake of that is just amazing. They really sent even the originators, Paul Simon and Garfunkel, said that it was just amazing. They really loved it. They loved how there's a deeper meaning to the song that Disturbed did. What they always done over the years is they always done sometimes they would do one cover song per album. Somewhat, I think here and there they would put a cover song in, and it just sounded amazing. They've done a lot of stuff, so and had so much success with it, and it's just still so good to this day. They haven't put out any new music, but they are planning on it as of right now. So can't wait to see what they come out with.
Yeah. So the only other band I've seen live other than Boy Pablo was Aerosmith. Which that was an awesome concert.
Steven Tyler's voice.
Yeah, Steven Tyler.
It must have been sounding pretty good.
Oh yeah. So that was literally the night before we started high school.
Oh wow.
Didn't get home till probably 3, 4 in the morning.
You got first day of school the next day.
Yep, first day of high school the next day.
Oh my god. That's really funny. But still, that's a good way to kickstart your
oh yeah.
High school
That was
career.
awesome.
Yeah. Dream on.
Dream on, baby. That's one of my favorite songs by them.
Yeah, that song's really good though. Yeah, definitely.
Alrighty. With that said, I think we'll be ending this episode here. You have any final things to say to the people?
No, definitely for those of you that are interested in those artists that people that are interested in rock and haven't really listened to those artists, definitely take a listen. They're very, very good, and as well as for the rappers as well. Just all those artists I mentioned are all so good. It's even hard. It's so hard to list them in order. Really, they're all just so good. There's so many more I missed, but because there's so many good bands, and it's just hard to even put them into a top 10. It's hard to even put them in a top 20 for crying out loud.
No, not for me. That's why I had a top 5. I don't listen as much.
I have like almost 1,700 songs in my playlist.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't. That's a lot of songs, but it's just so many songs that are just so good. It's just hard not to play them, you know.
Yeah.
But
and with that said, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at TnT.pod. We started a Twitter at TnT_pod, as well as our website, TNTpodcast.com. Alrighty, with that said, I'd like to thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
peace, guys.